Who supports the union of Andrew and Emma? Carol, please take a seat. We're gathered here this afternoon to share with Andrew and Emma this very significant moment in their life. Marriage is a commitment to life, the best that two people can find and bring out in each other. Marriage is perhaps the greatest and most challenging adventure of all human relationships. It's a physical and emotional joining that's promised for a lifetime. Marriage is having a confidant, a partner in crime, a best friend. When you talk with couples about their wedding day, there's always something they remember. The groom seeing his bride for the first time, the vows that they share, or maybe the chicken was dry, or the cake got delivered to the wrong venue, which won't happen today. But what will you remember? When you look back at this day, what I hope you remember is how you feel. Specifically, the love that brought you here. That love that you now have is going to grow and strengthen as you walk through life together. Today, as the two of you stand here ready to embark on this incredible journey of marriage, this moment is a testament to the love that you have for each other. A love that's brought you to this point of unity and commitment. But what we need to remember is that love is not static. It's living, breathing, changing, and it will continue to grow and strengthen as you walk through life together. Love is not like a bucket that gets filled up and reaches a point where it's time to get married. Love is so much more profound. It's akin to the vastness of an ocean with its deep mysteries and awe-inspiring waves. Sometimes love will surge with immense power, propelling you forward and giving you the strength to conquer any challenge that comes your way. In those moments, you'll be amazed at the boundless capacity of your love to fuel your dreams and aspirations. But love is not always about grand gestures and powerful emotions. More often, it's moments of serenity, where it becomes as calm and as still as a sea. It's in those tranquil moments that you will find solace, understanding, and the deep sense of connection that comes from knowing that you are each other's rock and refuge. It is in those moments of stillness that your love will quietly grow and strengthen. As you embark on this journey together, know that your love will grow and change. It will deepen with every experience you share, every joy you celebrate, and every tear you wipe away. Through the highs and lows, your love will transform and expand, define the limits of what you think is possible. It will exceed your expectations and bloom into something far more beautiful. Cherish this love. Embrace its waves of passion and its moments of tranquility. Allow it to guide you through the uncertainties, to lift you up in times of doubt, and to remind you of the incredible bond you share. As you navigate marriage, always remember it's a journey, not a destination. It's a journey of growth, discovery, and unending life. On this special day, as you exchange your vows and pledge your lives to each other, may your love shine brightly for all to see. And may your love continue to grow, deepening with each passing year as you build a future filled with joy, adventure, and an unbreakable bond. Andrew's sister Cheryl will now share a poem.
Right. To love is not to possess, to own or imprison, nor to lose oneself in another. Love is to join and separate, to walk alone and together, to find a laughing freedom that lonely isolation does not permit. It is finally to be able to be who we really are, no longer clinging in childish dependency, nor docilely living separate lives in silence. It is to be perfectly oneself, and perfectly joined in permanent commitment to another and to one's inner self. Love only endures when it moves like waves, receding and returning, gently or passionately, or moving lovingly like the tide, in the moon's own predictable harmony, because finally, despite a child's scars or an adult's deepest wounds, they are openly free to be who they really are and always secretly were, in the very core of their being, where true and lasting love can alone abide.
Andrew, you've prepared vows for Emma. I'm excited we're getting married today. I'm looking forward to a life of laughing and spending time together. I couldn't ask for a better person to spend my life with. I promise to support you, care for you, and love you forever. Love you all.
I know you've seen Kangs being as cool as a sad commercial, so I think we know it's unrealistic for me to not cry today, but I just don't laugh too hard when I do. Throughout our relationship, you've displayed some qualities that I want in a lifelong partner. You are supportive, easy to talk with, always trying to learn new things, pretty good cook, and you love your family and friends. Your love for your family and friends leads me to my first vow, which is that I vow to always support and encourage you to be close to people in your life that are important to you. I promise to stay honest, loyal, and committed to you, and to prioritize a healthy relationship with you. These promises feel easy to make to you today, but I want you to feel assured that I'm making these promises knowing there are difficult days and many unknowns ahead of us, and there is no one else I would rather go through this like this and this with you. I promise to be a dependable teammate and trustworthy partner through all the best and worst parts of life. Most of all, I promise to love you unconditionally for as long as I live.
Andrew, do you take Emma to be your wife, to cherish in love and in friendship, in strength and in weakness, in success and in disappointment, to love her faithfully today, tomorrow, and for as long as the two of you shall live? Emma, do you take Andrew to be your husband, to cherish in love and in friendship, in strength and in weakness, in success and disappointment, to love him faithfully today, tomorrow, and for as long as you both shall live? Andrew, repeat after me. I give you this ring as a sign of my commitment to you. Emma, repeat after me. I give you this ring as a sign of my commitment to you. Well, in front of your closest friends and family, I pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss your bride. If you could all please stand with me now. It's my distinct honor to present you for the first time, Andrew and Emma, as married. Emma and Andrew would like you to join them for a cocktail hour in the back before dinner. Enjoy the rest of your evening. For the marriage.
Emma's parents and Andrew's parents, Susie and I can't tell you how wonderful it is to be here to celebrate this fantastic occasion. We're so excited. We're so excited to have Emma join our family in a way. Well, most importantly, I was in jeopardy of losing 3 bean casserole at Thanksgiving, but Emma likes it, so it's still on the menu. So can't tell Emma how much I appreciate it. To Emma's brother-in-law, Adam did such a great job trying to herd this collection of bridesmaids and his friends was interesting, but he did a spectacular job. Last night, get him lined up, and today, so thank you. To Emma's sister-in-law, Emily, who played the harp before the ceremony. That was absolutely beautiful. Oh, there you are. So Andrew told me to keep it. And we're blessed to have Emma's grandpa with us. Where's grandpa? There he is. Fierce and independent. So Andrew said, keep it short and don't embarrass me. He gets one of the two. Don't be short. Now, I am Andrew's father, but I think you all knew that because we look exactly alike. Emma, this is your future in 30 years. I feel bad for you. There was a time when Andrew did look like me. He was born at 10 pounds and no hair. Susan, in those days, anybody could look through the window, at the babies. Anybody could walk into the hospital. And Emma, you appreciate this, and I think some of your family and friends are in the same line of work. And Susie and I, the next day, went up to look through the window at all the beautiful babies, 5 pounds, 5 pounds. Andrew's in the middle at 10 pounds, 5 pounds, 5 pounds. You can hear what everybody else is saying. They don't know whose baby that one is. You know, it was like that kid song, one of these things ain't like the other. I think I heard a parent say, well, they forgot to come and pick that one up. And am I lying? Because when you came over to pick up his birth certificate for the wedding thing, you saw his footprints? Emma goes, God, it looks like a toddler. So, true story. I don't know who wrote the word Sasquatch under his name on the basket. Anyway, Andrew stretched out and got thin somehow. Not my side of the family, obviously. And was a fantastic kid growing up. But sometimes getting information from Andrew is like pulling teeth. So I was at work one day in Madison, and Andrew was living in Madison. This was about 3 years ago. And I get a text. It's from Andrew to Susie and I. And it says, hey guys, I found a dead body in the lake. I said, well, that's the worst case of autocorrect I've ever heard. I thought, well, he never texts me, so maybe I should call him. Well, it was a true story. And I said, well, Andrew, tell me about it, because he was pretty upset. He said, well, I looked over the edge and there was a dead guy floating there. I said, well, what'd you do? Well, I wanted to keep walking and not tell anybody. I said, oh, I hope I raised you better than that. He said, yeah, well, I figured I better tell the police, so I Googled the number to the police department. I said, Andrew, I'm pretty sure the number's 911. I'm a genius, but I think 911 is fine in that situation. So I didn't want to bother anybody. So, well, then what happened? Well, the administrators, answered the phone. What do? Well, they transferred to 911. Seems reasonable. And then the police showed up. Oh, what did they say? Well, they said it was actually in the county's jurisdiction, so I had to wait for the deputy. But they took all my information. Anything else? Yeah, next time call 911. Well, you get the idea, right? Andrew doesn't share a ton of information. Sometimes you gotta, it's like pulling teeth. So, about what, 2 years ago, maybe 3? He said Andrew was living in Madison. He said, are you coming home for your birthday? Susie and I were on the phone. He's on speakerphone. And he said, no, I'm going to Illinois. I said, oh, what's going on there? Oh, I suppose now would be a good time to tell you I've got a girlfriend. And you're going to really like her. And we do. We couldn't be more excited to have Emma join our family. And I told you I'd keep this short. And I hope I didn't embarrass you too much. But I do have one thing to tell you, and that's this. Traditionally, the father of the groom gets to go through the food line first. Oh, I'm serious. I feel like I should offer some sort of, advice. Suzanne, I've been married 30 plus years, 4 or 5. But I've got nothing. I found the only person on the planet that can put up with me for 35 years. I guess I do have some advice. First of all, Andrew, get used to this. You're going to have arguments from time to time. And instead of wasting a lot of time thinking about who's right or who's wrong, just calculate how wrong you are. Because you're going to be wrong, a certain percentage. Just go there and call it good. I think there will be good times and there will be tough times, but together you guys are so excited. So if you raise your glass, and then I'll shut up so that we can start. Andrew and Emma, we're so excited to have your family. We love you to your family. And we couldn't be happier. There will be tough times, but together you will be great. Cheers.
Since Kang, for those who know me, and call me Sando, that's easier. And I'm proud that a little story. As a young child, Emma had a soft and compassionate heart for sick people. For example, while Grandma Bowler, my wife's mom, was slowly dying at the hospital, Emma was about 7 years old. Spent a lot of time with her, and I have a videotape of this. But Grandma was patting her little hand, 7-year-old hand, and told her, "When you grow up, you will become a great nurse." So that was the seed planted in her to become a nurse. So I thought that was pretty neat, and I cherish that little tape I still have. And then years later, my mom got sick and hospitalized, and later, she was home, going, back home. But Emma would help her a lot, and it was nice that she did it on her own without being asked. So she just her heart is very compassionate for, and tell by her service to the veterans. So that was very nice. Emma is also very brave. She would do these dangerous trips on Grand Canyon cliffs, and 24-mile runs, marathons, and so Andrew, I need you to help protect her from when she gets too brave. So watch over her for me, and so we just pray. Mom and I pray for you guys always to grow in love. That's the most important thing, is to grow, in love. And this is my favorite quote. I'm sure a lot of you know where this comes from. Is love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast. It is not proud, it does not dishonor others. It is not selfish. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. So that's our wish for you, that love will never fail. Good example with your parents, and hopefully myself and and just, you can count on us to be always praying for you, in the hard, especially in the hard times. It will come, and we all experience that. Those are the times where you can grow the most. So, and I only have 9 grandchildren right now, so we're hoping that we'll add more.
say, for those of you I haven't met, nice to meet you. So Andrew is a man of many opinions. And a lot of people have a lot of opinions about a lot of things, but not quite like Andrew. The first thing about Andrew's opinions is that though he expresses them with a youthful exuberance, the opinions themselves would be probably more appropriate for a 75-year-old. Whether it's talking about the use of his property taxes, or the way he belts out Pink Floyd in the car, it's like hanging out with the most electric grandpa you've ever been with. The second thing about Andrew's opinions is that, admirably, though occasionally frustratingly, they are completely uninfluenced by the opinions of those around him. I do happen to be the beneficiary of this trait, though, because despite other classmates in his 8th grade gym class telling him that one of the other students was weird, Andrew decided to befriend that guy. And I'm certainly glad he did, because over the years we became very close and met many great friends, many of whom are here today, and many of whom are like Andrew, an engineer. I think it worked out that way because Andrew's smart and I don't have social skills. But over the years, I got to learn some more of Andrew's opinions. For example, I think his skepticism of overzealous youth hockey coaches might only be matched by his skepticism of overzealous upper management and Milwaukee-based engineering companies. But of course, when Andrew met Emma, he quickly developed an opinion of her. In some ways, it was a classic Andrew opinion. He was very outspoken about it, very passionate about it. But in other ways, of course, it was different. It's certainly not one of Andrew's hot takes to be a big fan of Emma's, because everyone that meets Emma likes Emma, you know. But also, it just brought him so much joy and so much happiness. And I think the only thing I can say about it really, or as like an example, is that when they're together and Emma tells a joke, Andrew gets this giggle that I just can't get out of him. So, though I am a little jealous, I think like everyone here, just so happy because of that to be here and to be here for you guys, and just excited for what the future holds. So, cheers to you guys, and congratulations.
Julie. I am Emma's sister. So I thank everyone for being here today to celebrate Emma and Andrew, and thank you to all the people who worked so hard to make this day possible and so beautiful. Okay. Emma, it was love at first sight. The first time I saw you. I knew I could never stop loving you. You were just so purple. She had just been born like a minute before. She was so strong, and she was already holding her head up, her bright eyes taking in the world. She was so ready to be alive. I forgot about this journal, but I found it a couple days ago at my parents' house, and it was perfect timing. I started writing it when I was 11. And it was because I wanted to talk to my sister, and she was just a newborn and couldn't. So I was writing to her. So for your entertainment, I'm going to read some passages I took out. Hopefully you're entertained? Okay. Okay, there's a couple of passages. By now, Emma, you're probably a young lady, and I'm an old one. You don't know how much we love you and how much we will spoil you. Sometimes, when I watch you sleep, all I can think about is when we'll be older and you won't be a baby. I hope I can help teach you how to read. I did. And then another time, I haven't been to you in forever, partly because we're so demanding of all my time. The other half is plain business. Right now, you are the bossiest baby in all of history. And you will probably remain so the rest of history. And I wrote that in all caps. We have so many pictures of you. you. They are so very cute that I am sick of every picture being of you. It's my fault. I'm the one taking all the pictures. Every time you do something cute, I take 7. If you're 7 years old while reading this, enjoy it while you can. Be a kid and never grow up in your heart. I mean, we're mature and everything, but always imagine, that's what keeps you young. Okay, this one was the coolest one. It said, let's set it up. Let's say by the time you're 24, you are married off happily. So I'm basically a fortune teller. Watching Emma grow up was just the best. We were often separated by hundreds, if not thousands of miles, but we did write a lot to each other. Emma, as a kid, was just ready to try all the things. She came and stayed with me in China for a while and experienced for a few months living abroad. She helped me after the birth of each child, often with a cup of coffee in hand. And she is just a really fun aunt. She plays with all her nieces and nephews and makes them laugh. Emma, you are so beautiful, intelligent, dedicated, brave, and you're so strong and so ready for life. Andrew. The first time Emma told me about you is also in my memory, cemented. She said that you sometimes reminded her of our brothers and that you like to rollerblade. Welcome to our family officially. Thank you for loving my sister. I hope that you endeavor to earn her trust with your words and actions every day. I'm so thankful for you, and I'm also so happy you're normal. And Dad told my good nurse story, so I'm gonna skip that. But anyway, I also want to say to everyone that the engagement ring she's wearing first belonged to our other grandmother, Harmony, who is married for over 60 years. And so I just pray that would be a reminder of you, or to you, to fill your marriage with devotion and a steadfast friendship that would follow each other across the globe. You have surpassed me in so many ways, but perhaps I still have a little wisdom to give you. So give each other 100%. Love one another, not in spite of your differences, but because of them. And be best friends before all others. Find laughter together, nurture your love tenderly, choose joy relentlessly, cling to what is true, and endure storms side by side. Emma, I admire you for who you are at your core. You are so generous and tenacious. You think deeply and press into challenges, and you are fiercely loyal. You love the little ones. You value quality time and will often go the extra mile for others. You run marathons and summit mountains because you aren't afraid of hardship. And you reach your goals and you persevere. These are all attributes that will help you in your marriage. You're so tough because you had 2 older brothers. You've walked through fire and you learn from your choices, and you keep us all on our toes. And so, you ready for that? And now you're ready to go on another big adventure, brand new one. So, on this new adventure, may you always turn toward one another, and may the sum of each small moment lead to a magnificent life together. So if you have a glass, you can raise it to Emma and Andrew and be happily married off at 24.
I've done 3 so far. Say something funny for Emma's wedding video. Seriously. Say something funny for Emma's wedding video.
Why are you holding a cricket?
What?
You're holding a cricket.
What's a cricket?
No. You have to avoid double negatives. They're a big no-no.
Jill. Hi.
Say hi.
Willow, what is the funniest memory with you and Emma?
I don't know. Don't bother Emma.
What was your funnest thing about Emma and you?
Are you recording for real? I don't even know if this video camera can hear me. It's so loud in here. One time, when she was like 16, she learned that water towers were actually water towers and not town signs. And I thought that was really funny.
Tom, what was the most funniest Emma with
Emma threw up in Brad's mouth.
Brad? Did Emma throw up in your mouth?
She did. That was a true story. You're not recording. Are you recording?
I am. Out of a G.
When she was a toddler, she was a kid.
Pretty good information. Dad.
Noah. I don't know if it's my favorite moment, but one that I remember, and I bet Aunt Emma will remember it too, is when, it might have been the second time I met her, we went to Dad's office to play Call of Duty with Uncle Brad and Uncle Tommy and Aunt Emma and me and Hadabashi. And Emma was like, you need to come over here and I need to show you this special place. But in reality, all she wanted to do was shoot me when I walked past her. So I said, Emma, you're a crackhead. And she looked at me and she said, I'll crack your head.
Oh my gosh. Grandma, what was your favorite moment with you and Emma?
When she was born.
Exactly what Hadabashi said. We're close. What is your favorite moment with you and Emma? Never mind.
She was little. She was a really cute baby.